Hi, La Vista. It's Miss Jodi again here at the La Vista Public Library for another story time. Story time. Story time with me. Story time with me. Okay, I'm just being silly now. Last week we talked about hibernation and we talked about all the different animals that hibernate and that sleep during the winter. Do you remember some of them? Think. Think. If you do, shout them out now. I'll give you just a few seconds. So I remember bear, woodchuck, turtles, bats, and frogs. Remember, we read in the last book how the snow covers the pond, and then the water freezes, and then the frog is way under the mud. So today, I thought I would read you one of my favorite winter books called Froggy Gets Dressed. I absolutely love this book. It's by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkiewicz. I'm not sure on that name. Sorry, Frank. And thank you, Scholastic Books, for letting us read this. I truly appreciate it. My kiddos at home say, Mom, we've already read that book. But I love it so much. So get ready, because it's some actions in this book. So Froggy Gets Dressed. Here he is. But Miss Jodi, I thought frogs hibernate. They do, but wait till you see. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. Snow, snow, he sang, I see snow. He wants to play in the snow. Go back to sleep, Froggy, said his mother. Don't you know frogs are supposed to sleep all winter? Wake up when the snow melts. So Mama said, go back to sleep. No, cried Froggy, I'm awake and I want to go out and play in the snow. So Froggy, do this with me, he put on his socks, and he put on his boots, and he put on his hat, and he put on his scarf, and he put on his mittens, make sure you get both mittens on, and he flopped out in the snow. Look at him. Froggy, called his mom. What? Did you forget something? He looked down. What do you think he forgot? Yep. I forgot to put on my pants. Look at him. He's naked. So he flopped back inside. Do this with me. He tugged off his mittens. He untied his scarf. He took off his hat. He pulled off his boots. He left his socks on, so keep your socks on. And he slipped on his pants and he buttoned them. Then he pulled on his boots. Pull your boots up. And he put on his hat. And he put back on his scarf. And don't forget the mittens. And he flopped back out in the snow. Froggy, called his mother. What? Did you forget something? Froggy looked down. What did he forget? He's like, what is she talking about? And he turned bright red and said, I forgot my shirt. And your coat, said Mom. All right, so get ready. So he ran back in. He tugged off his mittens. He untied his scarf. He took off his hat. He left his pants on and his socks and his boots. And he put on his shirt. So put on your shirt and button it up. And then he snapped his coat on. Snap it with me. We're going to clap our hands to snap. Snap, snap, snap. And he put on his hat, and he tied his scarf, and he put on his gloves, and he flopped back outside. Look at, here he is. He's all ready to play. Froggy, called his mother. What? Said Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. He had his mittens, his scarf, his coat, his shirt, his pants, his boot, his socks. He has his hat. What could he be missing? Think about it. What could he be missing? Want to see? Some of you might have guessed. Your underwear, his mom laughed. Look at Froggy. Said, I forgot my underwear. His face got red and then green. And he ran back inside. Get ready. He took off his mittens. He took off his scarf. He took off his coat. He unbuttoned his shirt and took it off. He unzipped his pants. Before he did that, he took off his boots. He left his socks on, and he put on his red long johns. Now I want to show you his underwear. They might look different than yours. Look at his underwear cover his whole body. These are called long johns. So look at. Then he put back on one sock. And he put on one boot, and he tugged on one mitten, and then he was going to do the other, and he fell down. I'm too tired, he said. Look at. And he went back to sleep. And look at Mama smiling because she knew Mamas know. Good night, Froggy. Sleep tight. Mwah. So remember, boys and girls, when you go outside, you need your underwear on, your pants, your shirt, your coat, your hat, your scarf, your gloves, your socks, and your boots. Some people even wear earmuffs. So stay warm and have fun playing out in the snow. We'll see you next time. Bye, La Vista.